I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benfold sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benfold sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sanye Juda Zoge Chonam La Chanjo Pardo Dane Gyabso Je Nage Jinso Gebe Sonam Ye Dola Benjire Sanye Dubara Isho Sanje Juda Zoge Chonam La Chanjo Pardo Dane Gyabso Je Nage Jinso Gebe Sonam Ye Dubara Sanje Juda Zoge Chonam La Chanjo Pardo Dane Gyabso Je Nage Jinso Gebe Sonam Ye Dola Benjire Sanye Dubara Isho Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhava Hetum Desham Datagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Niroda Evam Bhati Mahashramana Yeswa Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhava Hetum Tesham Datagato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Niroda Evam Vati Mahashramana Yeswa Om Ye Dharma Hetum Tesham Datagato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Niroda Evam Vati Mahashramana Yeswa. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation causes as well as taught by the great seer. Okay, today we will read the three principal aspects of the path. Anyone who can identify the page number? Three principles aspects of the path. Page 78. Okay, that's amazing. Without looking at it, he said it, page 78, which means he is so familiar with this. He loves it. Okay, let's see 78. Yes. Okay, page 78, you're on the same page, page 78. I'm going to quickly give you a little bit of an intro as to what it is, what this text is. Okay, so this text, what we sense is that in the morning session, we said that finally after creating the roadmap, we have to keep walking. We have to walk in line with the roadmap that we created. So what is that thing that we should be walking? We should be walking. This is metaphor for the practice of the three principal aspects of path. In the mornings we thought about three principal aspects of path plus shamatha meditation. We talked about 4. So here the Lama Tsongkhapa identified 3. So within the 3, the 4th is included. 4th is included implicitly included in the form that these 3 must be stabilized. So the stability meditation is included in this form. Now the thing is that, first of all, it says 3 principal aspects of the path. Following the path to uncover your Buddha nature, to retrieve the hidden treasure within us. To retrieve the hidden treasure, we need to know precisely, we need to know, and there should not be more is waste of time. Should not be less, then nothing will happen. So to make sure that it's very precise, that your time is not wasted, energy is not wasted, and at the same time, it is really, it is cost effective, where you invest time, resource, energy, and the benefit is actually happening accordingly. So for that, these 3 things are to be remembered. Along with that, single point meditation. So the 3 things identified as renunciation, bodhicitta, and the wisdom of emptiness, 3. And so we need to know why we need these 3. Okay, so I've been saying this many times the last 4 or 5 days. My question to you is, why do we need, okay, let's work on one by one. Let's work on this one by one. So for you to uncover the Buddha nature, uncover the hidden treasure within you, why do we need the wisdom of emptiness? Why? Anyone? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. To uncover your hidden treasure, why do we need the wisdom of emptiness? Okay, here your name? Helen, yes. No, Mike. Okay, so there's a request coming from the translators that when you ask questions, when you give answers, please use a mic so that the translator can hear and translate for others. Yes.
Нам нужно развить мудрость постижения пустоты, потому что только мудрость постижения пустоты под корень косит неведение, основной враг, почему мы в сансаре.
Okay, the mic for others, yes.
We need to develop direct realization of wisdom of emptiness, because it is the only way to cut the root of our societal suffering.
Okay, how many agree with Helen? Since the wisdom of emptiness is required as one of the principal aspects of the path to cut our mental defilements, so that the mental defilements are gone and the Buddha nature manifests. Okay, we all agree. Very good. Thank you, Helen. Thank you. Next, why do we need bodhicitta? Anyone raise hand? Why do we need bodhicitta? Anyone? Namsala? Mike.
To attain Buddhahood.
Wisdom and to attain Buddhahood. Bodhicitta attain Buddhahood. Why?
Wisdom of emptiness to attain Nirvana, and Krishna Bodhicitta running on that for attain Buddhahood.
Why? How?
By eliminating afflictive obscuration with negative obscuration.
Very general.
Anyone else? Why do we need bodhicitta? Okay, Yangzam Latin Yangzam.
Бодхичитта нужна для того, чтобы достичь состояния Будды и привести к этому всех живых существ без исключения.
We need Bodhicitta to become Buddha and to bring all beings to this state.
It's much more the same. Yes.
There is no one Buddha who attained Buddhahood for himself. Every single Buddha, he attained Buddhahood for every sentient being. So this is interdependent. To become Buddha, we need Bodhicitta, because it is...
Wisdom of emptiness is good enough. What's the problem? Wisdom of emptiness is good enough to be Buddha. No, what Bodhicitta is required?
It's not good enough for Arhat, becoming Arhat, but not for becoming Buddha.
No, put more effort in wisdom of emptiness.
No?
Arhat, they put half effort. put full effort in emptiness, you'll become Buddha. And the stains are removed. Okay, the one over there. Your name?
Yes.
I'm Wangchuk Geshe.
Bonjour.
Like you gave the example of the car yesterday. So if emptiness is the vehicle, the Bodhicitta is the energy. If we cultivate Bodhicitta, then only we can.
Okay, very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, so here, Sasha. Next, Dojila there.
Именно бодхичитта является противоядием против цепления за яд.
Bodhicitta is a remedy. Bodhicitta is the remedy against clinging to oneself.
So why is required? Why? Okay, look, when I am coming up with the follow-up questions, remember why he is asking this question one after the other. You're getting it? That will help us to learn how to articulate your thoughts. Articulate thoughts and how you can identify where the person is not clear. So the clarity will be you will come to get the clarity if you know how to ask the right question. Then the person will discover where he or she is lacking, and then the person will say, okay, now this is the area which I don't understand it. Yes. Okay, next Dorjila. First Dorjila and then follow. Yes.
Hello. Because it is the only mind which inspired to become Buddha for the benefit of all sentient beings. It is the only mind.
Okay, good. Good. Here.
The conventional bodhicitta achieves the causes for the Sambhogakaya and the Nirmanakaya. There is no point in reaching Buddhahood if you cannot communicate when you reach such a state. So the ability to, if you like, transmit like a radio signal is one of the abilities that bodhicitta gives you.
No, so wisdom emptiness is good enough. With the wisdom emptiness, you remove the mental defilements completely, then everything is already attained. For example, you don't have to ask for, oh, where can I get a house? Where can I get a car? Where can I get a food? You become the president, prime minister. Everything will come automatically. Remove the mental defilements. Everything will come. Nirmanakaya or Sambhogakaya, everything will come to you automatically. Okay, Ajikisan Ruwala, the mic.
Krishna, Bodhicitta is required for us to remove our cognitive obscurations so that we can become Buddha to benefit all sentient beings.
Why? Wisdom of emptiness is good enough.
Wisdom of emptiness removes our afflictive obscurations.
No, not true. Wisdom of emptiness is the only liberating path which liberates us from the afflictive and cognitive obscurations both. Only liberating path is wisdom of emptiness. Okay, Churala and then Nubala.
Yeshua, once in Beer, I remember you said something like wisdom of emptiness obviously is the most powerful, but you reach a certain level, but after that you need enthusiasm to go beyond, and for that you need bodhicitta. And only that together they can take, like the bird, the two wings of the bird, together only they can take you to Buddhahood.
Okay, Churala, that is amazing. Thank you. But still, I need a little clarity. So here, okay, the Nubala.
Hello. Okay, so according to my understanding, if you just have one sentient being to liberate from the suffering, it gives you like so much joy, right? Like you feel so happy. But the bodhicitta is like the mind which helps to liberate all sentient beings. So that one happiness, that so much of happiness, that one happiness, like multiplied by the infinite beings, you know. So it leads to that infinite happiness. So I think the bodhicitta is needed to have the infinite happiness.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Let's put it like this. So what Nubala says is that, okay, let's say that to buy this thermos, this cost me like say 800 rupees. So I need 800 rupees cash. So instead of that, I put a solid gold, right? I put a gold and give this mug to me. I give you gold. So it serves the same purpose. So the Bodhicitta, how you said, it expands to infinity. Ease gets expanded. Just remove the metal stains by the wisdom. Wisdom, all the metal stains are removed, the mind will automatically expand to infinity. You getting it? Not Bodhicitta required. Okay, Jimela. Okay, Mike. This is very important. I'm quite surprised. The last few days, I've been working so much on this, and I'm not getting the answer. Did I do something wrong? I don't know. Okay, Jimela. Oh, what happened, Jimela? Now you want to give the concluding answer. Okay, Jimela give a chance to others, and then concluding he'll do it. Okay, yes.
Мне кажется, бодхичитта нужна, чтобы великое сострадание ко всем живым существам. Если я не буду всем сострадать, не научусь, как я стану Буддой. И это как два крыла, вот, как вы говорили. Одно крыло — это бодхичитта, и другое крыло — это постижение пустоты, мудрость постижения пустоты. Только на этих двух крыльях можно перелететь за пределы сансары.
Mike. Okay, say it again.
Великое сострадание ко всем живым существам, первое.
You need to have great compassion to every sentient being.
Если у меня не будет сострадания, как я вообще могу стать Буддой?
If I don't have this compassion, how can I become Buddha?
И как Гешела говорил, бодхичитта — это как второе крыло. Одно крыло — это бодхичитта.
And like I said, we have two wings. One wing is bodhicitta.
А второе крыло — это мудрость постижения пустоты. И только на этих двух крыльях мы можем перелететь за пределы сансары.
And the other one is the realization
И
of
поможет
true emptiness. And only having these two wings, we can cross the samsara ocean and help others.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, Cholarginzila, the mic.
Geshe, the ultimate aim is to achieve enlightenment.
Yes.
Emptiness is going to benefit me only individually. It's not going to benefit the other sentient beings. I have to go beyond nirvana. Emptiness is a way to nirvana, but beyond that, I have to achieve enlightenment. And I have to for the welfare of the all sentient beings. So therefore, Bodhicitta.
Okay, let me. Because how many heard what Cholarginzila said? Raise hands. So wisdom of emptiness will take you to nirvana, but then beyond this, beyond nirvana, is the bodhicitta. Okay, how many agree with Cholarginzila? Raise hands. I'm looking at Chola Civil also. If he agrees, not agree. Agreed, not agree. Half. Partly. Okay. How many don't agree? How many don't agree? Raise hands. Prince Love, Bhavani, Ajit Kisandwala, and your name? Sinia. And Chola Civil half. And the animals who do not agree? Who didn't agree? Okay, here, no agree. Didn't agree, not agree? You agree, not agree? You agree. Kandela, you agree? Half. Okay, let's listen to Kandela. Why half? And then following this, Chola Sabella, why half? Two halves.
I agree that action of bodhicitta leads you to beyond nirvana, but aspiration of bodhicitta is the motivation that you use to become Buddha.
The question is, let's say, which part you agree? So Chola said, wisdom of emptiness is required, it can take you to nirvana. Now, beyond this, beyond nirvana, you require bodhicitta. You agree? Not agree?
I agree that it requires action bodhicitta, not a motivational aspiration.
Okay, beyond this, action bodhicitta is not required. Wisdom of emptiness is not required. Equat not required.
You have to have it, but if you want to go beyond, you also need bodhicitta.
Okay, so the Kandala is adding also. The what? Wisdom emptiness will take us to nirvana, and if you want beyond bodhicitta, what is that? Buddhahood beyond nirvana, along with the wisdom of emptiness don't stop there. Take it with you, and bodhicitta add to it, add to this wisdom, bodhicitta. These two will go together. Why do we need bodhicitta?
We need bodhicitta to get compassion.
Why do we need compassion?
So that we benefit all living beings and become Buddha, because Buddha helps all instead of just being.
So without compassion, it's not possible. Is what I'm saying? Okay, let me ask you one thing. Just use the wisdom of emptiness and remove all the mental dirt. And the hidden treasure manifests. When the hidden treasure manifests, it manifests in two forms. Fearlessness and infinite happiness. Infinite happiness is Buddhahood. With the Buddhahood, you benefit all sentient beings automatically. So why do we need compassion?
The Buddha nature is inherently compassionate because you are benefiting all sentient beings, which is
So did you follow my question? Okay, did you all follow my question? My question is that just remove the mental dirt. No need to practice bodhicitta with the compassion. Remove the mental dirt and the Buddha nature will manifest. When that manifests automatically, you are in Buddha. When you become Buddha, you will serve all the sentient beings. Next, Shura Sabella, what would you say? Okay, that's why I would say the answer that makes me really happy was Churula's answer. Churula's answer, but unfortunately, Churula's no here they wait, Sabella there. Yes, Sabella. Let's listen to half.
Divide the wisdom of emptiness into wisdom of selflessness and the selflessness of phenomena.
Selflessness of person and self-phenomena. Okay, good.
The person realization of selflessness of person will take you to liberation up to nirvana. Yes. And beyond that, you need to work on the selflessness of phenomena. And for that, you need tremendous energy. The energy would be powered by the bodhicitta.
Okay, so let's say there are many elements to this. Self as a person, self as a phenomena. Many of us were not aware of that. Okay, so not finished. Self as a person, self as a phenomena. You said that for nirvana, you marry yourself as a person, not a phenomena. According to which school?
On lower two school, Vipashika definitely. Vipashika,
Sautrantika?
Swatrantika,
Chittamatra.
Chittamatra definitely.
Two
lower school, Vipashika.
And Nirvana.
For nirvana.
Okay, NMC1 penalty. NMC1 penalty. Okay. Okay, let's say this girl, Naskirla. And Chilaswell said, for attaining Buddha, we require very strong energy. That energy given by Bodhicitta. And what Churula said, you require a lot of enthusiasm. So Churula did not hear this in this class. You heard from one of the earlier retreats many years ago, right? So in this class, no effect. I'm very sad. So in Dorji today and Dorji then, Dorji today is more experience. Okay, tell me.
Geshe, I am not sure, but yeah, like a preamble of a constitution, I see Bodhicitta is needed to prepare us to understand or like prepare us to understand wisdom of emptiness. So that's it.
Okay, good, good, good. Over there. Mike. And followed by Jigmela. Jigmela here. Within. Jigmela. Huh?
Your question, to your question, I also have one question. Just hear me out. You said, just by getting the wisdom of emptiness, you attain Buddhahood and you can benefit all sentient beings. But how it is possible without an altruistic thought to benefit all sentient beings? You can benefit all sentient beings with just the wisdom of emptiness. Will it come simultaneously with attaining the...
Okay, what should we do? Will you answer my question first, or I should answer your question first? You tell me.
Start with your question.
Okay, which means you want me to give the answer first. Okay, let's say that the light in the pot, remove the pot, and the light inside will not say that I want to help you. It simply flows. I want to illuminate you. No, it flows. It's the nature. Likewise, our Buddha nature has the nature to flow, to benefit beings. Remove the dirt and it flows to benefit the beings automatically. So how to remove the dirt? Wisdom of emptiness. So my answer is done. Now you answer. Or you want to give it later? Good. Okay, Jimela, yes.
I think according to me, we need the altruistic compassion to act as a motivation to push us forward. And since in samsara, all the mother sentient beings, we are all, according to dependent origination, we are all connected to each other. So I think it is only by the altruistic compassion which act as a motivation to liberate all the sentient beings, since we are all connected, that we truly need it in the path of Buddhahood.
Okay, you said something interesting. We need Bodhicitta as a motivation. Why?
Because I think, like in samsara, all the mother sentient beings are connected.
I'm not asking how you cultivate the motivation. You getting it? How to cultivate the motivation is one question.
Why we need motivation is a different question. And you are asking how to cultivate. Oh, how to cultivate motivation? Oh, you understand that everybody is interconnected. We're dependent. They're all mother sentient beings. So the moment you realize that they're all mother sentient beings, then you feel like generating bodhicitta. You getting it? This is how you generate. This is not my question. My question is why you need bodhicitta. That's a different question. And you said it's a motivation. How is it a motivation? Answer is correct. Answer is not absolutely correct. 100% correct. But how is the motivation? Okay, so the answer is correct, but we think more. You getting it? I ask question. Yeah, Chandela. So those people who are with me for a long time, be very careful. If you don't give the answer correctly, penalty. Yes, Chandela.
Okay, I will try. So the reason why we want bodhicitta is to achieve infinite happiness, and we do this by getting rid of self-centered attitude.
But why do we need that? So before you give the answer his hand, keep in mind that okay, I know Geshe for so many years. You're getting it? If I don't give the answer correctly, he will put me in the penalty. You're getting it? Okay, so no, the answer is correct, but the question still remains that keep in mind, what about the most challenging part is that even without bodhicitta, you can still use the wisdom of emptiness. Finally, what job is what? Awaken the hidden treasure, Buddha nature. How to awaken the hidden treasure? Remove the mental dirt. What removes mental dirt? Wisdom of emptiness. Use wisdom to remove the dirt. that's gone. Then the Buddha nature manifests, automatically it will benefit all sentient beings. Why do we need bodhicitta? This question. Okay. Okay, chalo tendola. And then Norianla, and then Brinslav, and then finally final conclusion.
It should be altruistic motivation to become Buddha for all sentient beings. Yes, that's the motivation.
Yes, you're right. This is said by Arimatriya in his text Abhisamaya Alankara. Okay, so now Narayanla. I was not expecting that we will spend so much time on this question.
Geshe, I may be completely wrong, but maybe Bodhicitta is for conventional reality, for pure interdependence, and the sum of emptiness is for the ultimate reality. So, to have this connection,
Why do we need Bodhicitta? For example, the table is conventional reality. We don't need the table for Buddhahood.
But to have the connection, without the connection,
I'm connected with my body. I don't need the body for Buddhahood. It's conventional truth.
But to know the ultimate truth, we need to know the conventional truth as well. Interdependence should be.
That's true. But why Bodhicitta? Even table is also interdependent. Okay. Who's next? Adira, you said it? Huh? What happened? Huh? No, this is what I'm saying. You want to give answer?
Yeah, I think Bodhicitta is essential to eliminate our self-centered attitude. And when a person enters into the Mahayana path, you need both ripening and liberating path to achieve the full enlightenment.
Okay, what Adira is saying is that to remove your mental dirt, to attain Buddhahood, you need the two paths. One is liberating path, which is the wisdom emptiness, and the ripening path, for example, the bodhicitta and so forth. Why do we need the ripening path? Why? Because you said it. Is what I'm saying? You were going to quote me?
You want to become Buddha, so which means that it is a spontaneous altruistic intention. Yes. Bodhicitta, so it's open outwards. So you benefit all the sentient beings and you become Buddha.
This is what I'm saying.
Benefit the sentient beings, you need Bodhicitta.
Why?
Unless you have that intention, altruistic intention, you cannot become a Buddha. You can attain
You
nirvana.
remove the mental departments, then you become Buddha.
But how can you help other sentient beings to
Remove the picture, remove the vase, and the light inside will instantly illuminate everyone. You getting it? Remove the metal dirt, and the Buddha energy inside will manifest. Automatically will help benefit all the beings. Okay, Namsala. Oh, you already give the answer. Okay, yes.
Krishna, I might be wrong, but Krishna, wisdom of emptiness, the Krishna, we see the emptiness of intrinsic reality, and in that sense, Krishna, beyond that, Krishna, it's just the emptiness of intrinsic reality, and because of bodhicitta, only because of bodhicitta, you're able to kind of see beyond the way.
Okay, Tinlis. Tinle.
I think when we practice Bodhicitta, we are putting into practice the non-subject object duality, so that gets rid of ignorance permanently.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. One over there. The lady there. Yes.
So, Geshe-la, I believe that we need bodhicitta so we do not create further suffering, and it ends at me and it doesn't passes on.
Okay. So use wisdom and emptiness to stop the suffering. No need bodhicitta. So here, next. Here, the gentleman here, red shirt.
Дешева, нам нужна Бодхicitta, чтобы зародить в потоке ума мудрость махаянских святых, для того, чтобы знать пути, по которым пути всеведения, по которым все пути, по которым мы можем вести всех живых существ, и также мудростью всеведения.
Geshe-la, we need bodhicitta to develop wisdom of Mahayana rabbis which directly realize emptiness.
Мудрость махаянских святых, которая помогает знать все пути, по которым мы можем вести всех живых существ.
To know every path, we can lead other beings.
Very good. Okay, now last. Brinslov.
Let's see, it works. I think that we need bodhicitta because within us we have self-grasping ignorance and self-centered attitude. And then what happens is, let's say we reach like 8 bhumi, or like we reach Akasha by Pratika Buddhas or Sharakas. We can just enjoy, we're going to have perfect bliss. But the thing is, we're not going to remove the subtle self-centered attitude. So the gross self-centered attitude, basically, that just cherishing others more than ourselves, and the subtle one being oblivious to everyone else. So from that perspective, like, we're not going to have that happiness. We're just going to, like a small torch, we're just going to have a small torch. But if you want to achieve the like infinite happiness, we have to, like, really go and to flow towards all beings. Yeah.
Why do we need that? Just work on the wisdom of emptiness, remove the mental dirt, and automatically it will move to all sentient beings. You'll have the infinite happiness.
But will just purely wisdom of happiness, without being accompanied by bodhicitta, remove subtle self-centered attitude?
Why not?
I don't think, because we will stay in the state of the bliss.
Because we have to liberate yourself from the afflictive obscurations as well as cognitive obscurations. We have to liberate ourselves from these two. And the only liberating path in the universe that exists is the wisdom of emptiness, not bodhicitta.
True.
Just apply this and remove the cognitive obscurations. Automatically you get expansive ease. Okay, now there are many hands coming up. Okay, now let me put that today, I don't know, people are tired, I'm tired, I don't know. Okay, I spent half an hour for this. Okay, finally, Jigmela, yes. The concluding part.
Just trying.
Yes.
Once we understand the wisdom of emptiness, it's just for ourselves. We cannot show any other people, right? The wisdom of emptiness. So Bodhicitta is like, you're suffering, that we go through and we reach this stage, nirvana, right? So once you like know the other are suffering, so we have the way, right? So Bodhicitta is like that, so we can show the path to others also.
Okay, so why do we need bodhicitta? Remove the mental dirt. Automatically, the Buddha nature will teach everybody, show a path to everybody.
Not true wisdom of emptiness.
Yes.
Emptiness is just for
But what I'm saying is the wisdom of emptiness may be for yourself, but wisdom of emptiness will remove the mental dirt. Then Buddha nature inside will glow. You're getting it? Automatically it will glow. But the nature will glow. It's not bodhicitta. But the nature will glow. Why do we need bodhicitta?
to show everybody like.
This is what I'm saying. This Buddha nature when manifest, this will show. You don't require bodhicitta. Why? Okay, good. So we see that all these answers in one way or the other, they're correct, but still I'm not too happy. Okay, so let me give a very simple example. Say it's a very long journey. You have to travel. Let's say go back 1,000 years ago. No cars, no aeroplane, nothing. You have to take a journey of 2,000 miles. You're getting it? And there are two people. There are two persons. Both are physically very fit and fine, and they have all the basic necessities, food, everything intact. And say it's a very tedious work, it's a very challenging work, and the heat, cold, and sometimes even hunger. But once you get there, you can benefit all your family members. So of the two, one reaches there, and one halfway will come back. One could not succeed, the other succeeded. Why? Why? Over there. Your name again? Terry, yes. Mike. Okay, just think of this. It's very simple. You're getting it? Say, when we study the philosophy and these practices, keep in mind that always try to relate this to your real life. It'll make things very easy. Yes, Terry.
So it seems like one was more prepared than the other.
No, both are equally prepared.
Equally prepared. Then I think it's because of the foundation that they laid, the experience that they had.
No, both same experience.
Oh, the same experience. Are you coming up there?
Okay, over there. Yes, the lady over there. Okay, now what do you do? Right, even this the commentator example, right? Okay. Mike.
Я думаю, что исходит из того, что бодхичитта делится на вдохновенную и деятельную. Вдохновенная бодхичитта связана с формированием мотивации, о чем здесь уже говорилось. А деятельная бодхичитта – это как раз тот пример, о котором сейчас вы говорили. Когда мы идем по пути, мы не можем пройти долгий путь без помощи других людей. Мы все равно пользуемся в пути чьей-то помощью. И когда мы достигли уже самого высшего пика своего духовного развития, мы должны вернуть этим людям ту доброту, которую они оказали нам. Это и есть бодхичитта деятельная. Ее часть.
There are two bodhicittas, aspirational bodhicitta and engaged bodhicitta. Aspirational bodhicitta is motivation, which we were talking already about, and engaged bodhicitta, like when we already succeeded the path, we reached the final goal, and all the way around people were helping us. So now it's our turn to give back for their help. That's why we have this engaged bodhicitta to pay back to these people who help us.
Thank you. Okay, finally, the gentleman there, Mike.
I think now that Bodhicitta.
Okay, no bodhicitta. No bodhicitta, you know my question? My question, there are two persons. They have to travel 2,000 kilometers. So there's the two family members who are sick. Only medicine available is 2,000 kilometers away. And these two persons, they are physically both fit and fine. And ration, food, everything is intact. Everything is intact. They go halfway, one person came back and one person went there, got the medicine, and then the patient A is benefited, patient B died because the traveler B failed in the journey.
Because the traveler A was on the right track and he was...
No, both in the right track. And the B said that, I'm sorry, I can be. B said, both going together. A continued. B stopped halfway, came back. Okay. Pierre. Huh?
Pierre. Obviously not a problem. So I think it's the motivation that is different. So that's for once, the compassion for his family who is sick at home help him to overcome the hardship of the travel.
Why did you not give the answer right from the beginning?
I tried. I had to think also. Answer.
Okay, this answer is very simple. Willpower. Person A both want to help the sick person. But in the course of both will say, yes, we'll go 2,000 kilometers. But in the actual event of the journey, when you see the reality, practical reality, person B gives up. Because willpower is so less. Person A, the willpower is very strong. You getting it? Person A, the willpower is so strong. So therefore, it's very important for us to relate this to a real life. Then the Buddhist teachings, philosophy, they'll become very easy for us and very enjoyable. One time I bumped into a house where there's a father, mother, and the 2 children. And when I went there, only the mother was there, young mother was there, and she was eating just a dry bread. Just a dry bread. And I said, what is this? She said, this is my lunch. I said, you don't cook? Listen what she said. She said that my family is there, I get the enthusiasm to cook. When the family is not there, I don't like to cook for myself. You're getting it? So what is being said here is bodhicitta, for the benefit of all sentient beings, this will give you the motivation. I must work for the sentient beings. It's not one person, it's not 10, it's not 100. Infinite beings are there. I have the responsibility. The willpower builds up. Where there's willpower, this will make sure that this long journey is completed. It's a long journey. You getting it? So without the willpower, even though you have the rations, everything intact, you cannot complete the journey because you don't have willpower. So bodhicitta is willpower. As what children said, what did you say? Enthusiasm, which you heard 10 years ago, 12 years ago. This time you didn't hear anything. And somebody else also said something. Somebody else, I think Sasha or somebody, talked a little bit about the enthusiasm, something. Okay, so the bodhicitta is required. The example that I give you is, however sharp, to cut the huge poisonous tree, you require axe. So even if you have the very extremely sharp axe, if the person says, you remember that I said, okay, the carpenter comes and look at the axe, and oh, that's good eggs. And then I have to go to have a tea. And again come back. And you just keep it up, picked it up, and kept it there. I have to go for tea. And then you hit it once. Oh, now time out. No motivation. Without motivation, this will never be cut. You're getting it? Even though the axe is very sharp. Sharp axe is metaphor for the wisdom of emptiness. Without this bodhicitta, the motivation, the wisdom of emptiness does not work to cut the poisonous, cut the mental defilements, afflictive obscurity, cognitive obscuration. Motivation is required. So the greatest of the motivation is bodhicitta. That's why it is. So, as say, to get to nirvana with wisdom, we require wisdom. And the motivation is? Hey, what happened? Hey, to get to nirvana, wisdom and emptiness will take you there. But we require the motivation. What motivation required? Bodhicitta, freedom from suffering, renunciation. Okay, all the bodhicitta. Okay, renunciation. Okay, Consistency. Consistently not struggling. Consistency required. Consistency in not consistent, not to struggle, not to go into dharma. To struggle, consistent struggle in harming others. Huh? Consistent in struggle to help others. Compassion, bodhicitta. Very good. Okay, so we're supposed to emptiness. Right? Okay. Okay, Chola Rinzula. Mike.
Okay, so then to achieve emptiness, wisdom of emptiness, we need to follow the whole chain of contaminated karma, affliction, and then further on. We need to realize this continuity and then achieve.
That's good. Okay, let's say what motivation is required for you to use the wisdom of emptiness to get to nirvana? What motivation is required? Renunciation. Freed from suffering. So I can see that what Bhavan is saying is that he is using his common sense. He may not be articulating it, but he is getting something. Okay, to get nirvana. Nirvana means observe suffering. So the desire to get out of suffering, that is requires motivation to get to nirvana. You're getting it? And this motivation should use the tool of wisdom of emptiness. So tool remains the same, but the motivation is different. Now to attain Buddhahood, what motivation required to use the tool of the wisdom of emptiness? What motivation required? Amazing. Bodhicitta grounded. Wow, it made my day. Thank you. It made my day. Bodhicitta grounded on renunciation is required as that's complete, correct, complete, and systematic. Okay, good. So good. So why I said all these things? Huh? Lamsam, okay. Okay, now better. We skip lamsam for now. I thought it's going to be quick. It's not quick. Okay, now let's turn to the text. Page number 149. Okay, page 149. I think it's 150. 150. Huh? Which verse number? Huh? 3. 2 is done. Okay, so we were on verse number 2, not complete yet. We were doing verse number 2. Okay, that's what we said. What we said is that the same. So now that you have little information about emptiness, I'm going to summarize the concept in the form of example, and then meanwhile see if you could follow and if you agree. If you agree or if you follow and agree. Okay, let's say that how many of you had nightmare in your dream? Nightmare in your lifetime? Nightmare. Say, let's say a nightmare where a tiger is jumping on you. Let's say a tiger is jumping on you. And what was your experience? So much of fear. Yes? No? So much of fear. So this fear is because of seeing, say, the fear is because of seeing the dream tiger as a real tiger pouncing on you. You getting it? Seeing the dream tiger as real tiger on pouncing on your enemy make you happy. Right? Yes, Churula? Seeing the dream tiger as real tiger pouncing on your enemy, it may make you happy. But seeing the dream tiger as real tiger pouncing on you, it can create fear. You getting it? Okay. Now, and they say the dream tiger, seeing it as real and pounces on you, and you think that now I'm dead. And the fear is just extreme. And when you say I'm dead, your mother wakes you up. You're happy, not happy? Very happy. You are very happy. Why are you happy?
Because you're not dead.
Huh?
Because I'm not dead.
Oh, because I'm not dead. Okay. Okay. Pema, why?
Because the dream wasn't real.
Because I discovered that the dream tiger was not real. You getting it? Dream tiger is not real, therefore I'm not dead. Right? Both are correct. Okay, so now look, this is very important. This is a summary what we did before. This is a summary. In the dream, why you had the fear? Because of seeing the dream tiger as a real tiger. Let's keep it very simple. And why when your mother wakes you up, why your fear dissolved? To see that the dream tiger is not real. You getting it? What's the difference between the dream tiger and the real tiger? In the loose sense, what's the difference? Very quick. Very quick. Very quick. Mike.
Dream tiger doesn't exist and the real tiger exists in real.
Okay, how many agree with Nubula? Dream tiger doesn't exist and the tiger, real tiger exists. How many agree with Nubula? Raise hands. Raise hands. Those who raise your hands along with Nubala put into penalty. No tea break. Okay. Dream tiger exists or not exists? Exists, not exists? It doesn't exist. Okay. Okay. Picture of pizza exists or not exists? Picture of pizza exists. Picture of pizza doesn't exist as a real pizza. Yes, no. Picture of pizza exists as a picture of a pizza. Yes, no. Dream tiger doesn't exist as a real tiger, but it exists as a dream tiger. Yes, no. Therefore, it exists. It doesn't exist as a real tiger, but it does exist. Now tell me what's the difference. Anyone? Okay. Sonla. Mike. What's the difference between the dream tiger and the real tiger?
This dream tiger is only subjective. It doesn't have a substantial existence, but the real tiger has a substantial existence.
Very good. Thank you. That makes me happy. Okay, how many agree with Sonla? Dream tiger is subjective to real, and the real in a loose sense. In a loose sense, how the ordinary people understand is dream tiger exists as subject to real, and the real tiger exists as object to real. You're getting it? So dream tiger, when you see the dream tiger as subject to real means, for example, say if this flower is lying close to Bhavani, then close to Bhavani, I rush and say, "This is my flower. This is my flower." So, do you think that is the same as saying, "This is not your flower"? Same, not same? Candela. I say, the flower is lying next to you, and then I rush and say, "This is my flower." Is it same as saying, "It's not your flower"? Same. Okay, how many agree with Candela? Saying that this is my flower means it's not yours. If I say it's not yours, it's very rude. It's nice way of saying is it's my flower. Anyway, you are saying it's not yours. You're getting it? It's the same thing, but put in different words. One is nice words and one is not nice words. So, likewise, when you say the dream tiger is subjective, it means, hey, say something. Hey, Dedenla. It is not objective. Not objective. Not objective. Not means empty. That the dream flower is subjective means it is empty of objective existence. How many understood? Raise hands. How many got it? Okay, dream flower is subjective. Nubala said, Sonam said, dream tiger is subjective. In a way, what he's saying is that dream tiger is empty of objective existence. So, if somebody in future, if anybody asks you, what is emptiness? Don't say, nothing exists. Say, empty of objective existence. You getting it? What's the emptiness of flower? The flower is empty of objective existence. Do you mean to say flower does not exist? Because you are saying flower is empty? No. When you say emptiness of flower, it doesn't mean flower is empty, flower does not exist. It simply means what? The flower is empty of objective existence. Okay, so this is what we are saying, is empty of objective existence. So therefore, the thing is that they say, with the dream, the moment you see that the dream tiger is empty of objective existence, your fear decreases, increases. Increases. Decreases. Very good. I'm glad. So when you see dream tiger as empty of objective reality, your fear decreases. When you see the dream tiger as when the fear increases, when you see the dream tiger as objective real, then the fear increases. You getting it? Okay, this much you have to learn. Seeing things as objective real, fear increases. Seeing things as empty of objective reality, fear dissolves. Okay, is there anybody who can repeat what I said? Quick, to save time, to make sure that I understand what I understand that you understood it. Anyone? Yes. Mike. Okay, then.
Seeing things as objectively real increases fear. Seeing things as empty of objective existence dissolves fear.
Amazing. How many agree with her? Resents? Very good. Okay, don't forget it. If possible, note it down. At the moment, you may find it very easy. You're getting it? Note it down to make sure later on that this will become like a preamble. Okay. So with this, now, with this mind, okay, this is very important. Don't forget it. Now look at somebody who's sitting next to you. Look at somebody who's sitting next to you. Priscilla, look at somebody who's sitting next to you. Okay, so everybody's smiling. I did not ask you, I just asked you to look at the other person and you are smiling, everybody's smiling. Okay, now don't forget the face which made you smile. Don't forget the face which made you smile. Now close your eyes. Think of the same face. Okay, I'm so glad. Nobody's smiling now. If you smile now, it's time for you to go to mental hospital. And you know why? Okay, now tell me, what is the difference? Why the first time when you do the other person, it made you smile, while in the second case you are thinking of the same person, it does not make you smile. Why? Anyone, quick? Anyone? Here, your name?
Марина.
Marina, yes.
Потому что мы воспринимаем человека рядом как объективного, а когда мы закрываем глаза, то мы видим субъективно. И, соответственно, улыбки нет эмоций. Как мы до этого говорили про страх, он развеялся. Так и любые другие эмоции развеиваются.
Because when we saw a person next to us, he was her objective to us, and when we close our eyes and we see this mental image of this person, this is already subjective. As well as the example that you gave for us was time and fear.
Very good. So when you look at the other person, you see the person as object real. So because of this, you lose the freedom of your emotion. When you see the person as object real, you lose the freedom of emotion. It'll stir into emotions. For example, if you like the person, just say your mind will flow in the form of attraction. If you don't like the person, then you see the person, the flow of the mind running away from the person happens. You lose the freedom. You getting it? Whereas when you think of the person, you know that it's purely subjective, empty of objective, so the freedom is retained. Freedom is not lost, freedom is retained. So this way, when you see things as empty of objective reality, freedom is regained. When you see things as objective reality, freedom is lost. You lose the freedom. You stir into emotions.
If your imagination is strong, then you get the feeling.
Okay, I don't want to interrupt too much into this. Did you ever have very strong imaginations? And you smiled? And you said, hey, good, bye-bye. Never, right? But it's very strong emotion to somebody. You actually see with the eyes, you will say, hey, bye-bye. You never do it. That's amazing. But you're smiling so much now. You're getting it? Because you're seeing me as object real. Okay, good. Very good. Okay, with this in mind, we see that when you look at things, things object real, that makes to lose our freedom. It'll stir us into emotion. That is what is meant by samsara. So, that seeing things object real, it makes us lose our freedom. That is samsara. Loss of freedom is samsara. Samsara is misery. Loss of freedom is misery, and misery is samsara. You getting it? So therefore, how to free yourself from samsara, how to free yourself from the loss of freedom, is to see things as subject real and empty of object reality. So now, on the contrary, how we see things, we continue to see things as objectively real. If you don't believe, just pick up something, show that to me, pick up something very quickly, and look at it yourself. Look at it, and how does it appear? Objectively real, subject real. Objectively real. And that is the root of suffering. That is the ignorance. Okay, now see that, okay, so this perception of there's object real, it happens when? In the daytime or in the night times? Both, right? When you're happy, when you're unhappy. Both. For the males or not the females. Everyone 24/7, this is what happens. This is ignorance. This is known as samsara. 24/7 we are in this grip of the loss of freedom. That is samsara. Now, how to free yourself from samsara? To see things as? Free things as empty of objective reality. And which mind sees this? Empty of objective reality. Which mind sees it?
The mind sees everything as subjective.
Which mind sees this? Ultimate, I'm so glad, thank you. Say there are two minds. All our minds can be classified into two groups. Ultimate analysis and conventional analysis. Two. Say whether things exist objectively or not objectively, ultimately or not ultimately, which mind decides? Ultimate analysis, conventional analysis. This is very important. Let me repeat this. Okay. Same. Whether the flower exists ultimately or not, meaning objectively or not, which mind decides? Ultimate analysis, conventional analysis. Rishila, which mind decides? To see the flower objectively real or not objectively real, ultimate analysis decides or conventional analysis decides? Ultimate analysis decides. Let's not forget it. You're getting it? So, what is happening is that when you see things, when the emotions are created, seeing the cheesecake, you lose your freedom. Seeing say the person who you dislike, anger is erupted. It's all because we are seeing them as objectively real. Now, say how to dissolve this, dissolve the anger, how to dissolve the attachment. Anger, attachment, these are the loss of freedom. These are the loss of freedom. Our emotions stirred by the external factor. So, how can we dissolve this anger and attachment? How can we dissolve this involuntary pull and push? Okay, so what Aruna is saying is that the object which is triggering us to the involuntary pull and push. So we have to see that your perception of the object is mistaken. How do you perceive the object? Object as objectively real. So now it is the, oh, this is wrong. Buddha said it, this is wrong. This doesn't work. You're getting it? You cannot quote the Buddha. This purely cognitive aspect, you cannot quote the Buddha. So you have to analyze whether it truly exists objectively or not. So what is that mind which can evaluate if the object exists objectively or not? What mind evaluates that? Ultimate analysis. You're getting it? So now, to see that for example, the person who made you smile, invariably, involuntary, smile, emotion stirred. So that emotion stirred because of the seeing the person as objectively real. That we got a sense. Because when you look at a person, it made you smile. When you think of the person, it did not make you smile. Why? You said that when you think of that, what Sonam said, when you think of that, you know that that is purely subjective, empty of objective reality. Whereas when you look at the person with your eyes, you see the person as objective real. Then the emotions is stirred. When you see that it's subjective real, emotions subside. You're getting it? Negative emotions subside. So finally, what is samsara? Loss of freedom is samsara. Why this loss of freedom is happening? Because seeing the objects as objectively real. Now we have to evaluate. Only if we're able to see that the objects, things don't exist objectively, then the emotional stir will stop. So how to decide if the object exists objectively or not? How to decide? We use ultimate analysis. Very good. Okay, using the ultimate analysis, what is the difference between ultimate analysis and conventional analysis? Okay, the Chunzum, what is the difference between ultimate analysis and conventional analysis?
Usually, in conventional analysis, we see the things from the far away. And in ultimate analysis, we see the things as much as closer.
Okay, how many agree with Chunzum Laru's hands? Very good, we all agree. Now we subject this person to ultimate analysis. We go closer, we end up seeing the thin layer of the skin. Behind that, the fatty tissues. And how many of you learned biology in your school, Resens? We all learn biology. Think of that. Thin layer of the skin, behind that, the fatty tissues, behind that, muscles, cartilages, skeleton, heart, the lungs. So these parts is one. In the eyes of ultimate analysis, these cannot be identified as what you see as that person. Now, element of water, the blood, 4 liters of blood. Element of fire, 2,400 the joules of energy, or in other words, body heat. Element of air, 4.6 liters of air. Element of space, 99.99% of our body is vacuum. And element of consciousness, the mind. So we see that when you go too close to the object, you end up seeing these 6 elements. And where is that person? Objectively, now you have to come too close to object. This one's objectively. Objectively, where is this self to be identified as intrinsic? One with the aggregates, one with the 6 elements? No. Remove the 6 elements. Where is the self? No. Now, where is the self you identify as that person which made you laugh, which made you smile? A tinge of fear can come. the person is not there. And particularly when you think about this in relation to your, say, mom, dad, or somebody who truly care for, like, your child, husband, wife, whatever, someone who you really love, and who you don't love, it dissolves. You're very happy. When you love, it dissolves. It's very scary. You're getting it. So one time, when I must be like age 21, 22, I was doing the analysis, and I loved my teacher so much. My teacher, the most venerable Geshe Dorji. Somehow, my mind analysis went on my teacher, and teacher disappeared. There's so much of fear came to me. I'm losing my teacher. That fear came to me. Okay, if it does happen, you are very meritorious. You're very fortunate. So don't be scared. Don't think that this is the bad omen. No, it's a very good omen. So with this, what we see is that in this ultimate analysis, what happens to the person? Hey, the person disappears. So the person is empty in the eyes of the ultimate analysis. Does it mean that the person is empty? Person doesn't exist? Huh? Because the person disappeared. Okay, the person disappeared, person exists, not exists, who decides? Conventional analysis decides. You're getting it? Ultimate analysis will not decide. Conventional analysis will decide. You're getting it? So therefore, simply because ultimate analysis does not see in the eyes of ultimate analysis, person disappears, doesn't mean that the person is non-existent. Person is non-existent in the eyes of the ultimate analysis, but the person is existent in the eyes of the conventional analysis. So then if the person exists, not exists, if that is decided by the conventional analysis, then what is the use of the ultimate analysis? Hey, this is my question. If the person exists or not exists, decided by the conventional analysis. If the whole exists, not exists, if you are in Ladakh or not Ladakh, is decided by conventional analysis, what is the use of the ultimate analysis then? Hey, physicist. She's good. Mike.
Geshe, in alternate analysis, the person exists subjectively, not objectively. Like while in the conventional, the person seems.
This is not my question. My question is, if to say person exists or not exists, he's good, bad, or we're going to have the tea break, not tea break, they're all decided by the conventional analysis. If everything is decided by conventional analysis, what's the use of the ultimate analysis? This is my question.
The conventional analysis decides whether the person appears as subjectively real.
So, what is use of ultimate analysis?
No, ultimate analysis.
What?
It says the person appears to be exist subjectively.
Okay. Listen very carefully. I'm very happy with this girl. What she said, she's bringing a very nuanced concept, which we did not touch yet. So, ultimate analysis only decides whether the object exists objectively or not. It does not decide whether the objects subjectively. It's not decided by ultimate analysis. You getting it? This is one thing. Earlier, I equated the two. Now we are going into the nuances. Nuances that ultimately only decides whether things exist objectively or not. Whether this exists subjectively or not is decided by conventional analysis. You getting it? Okay, my question to you is, if everything is decided by conventional analysis, whether you exist, not exist, whether you are in this hall, not hall, and so forth, this is conventional, what is the use of the ultimate analysis? Okay, so now only. Mike.
Geshe, because we want to get rid of the emotions like feeling of joy or pleasantness or aversion.
Don't remove pleasantness. Well, you become Buddha, you get the best of the pleasantness. Don't remove it. Okay, destructive emotions.
Destructive emotions, so that we need to look at the object like through ultimate analysis.
Why?
Because when we will look at the object closely through ultimate analysis, like the example of water, we look at the atoms And the attachment will not be there, aversion will not be there.
So when you look at things very closely with the ultimate analysis, then the object will disappear. So object disappear, this is indication of what? What does it indicate? What? Okay, Chiranzila, what does it indicate when the ultimate analysis, subjecting the flower to ultimate analysis, the flower disappears? What is this indicative of?
The flower does not exist objectively.
Very good.
Also, for the additional question that you asked, my view is ultimate analysis deprives the object of the power to cause suffering. As Sonanda was saying, you ask if everything is decided conventionally, why do we need ultimate analysis at all?
Yes.
We need ultimate analysis to deprive the object of the power to cause suffering to us.
Okay, that's interesting. So what Sonanda said actually is what Sonanda said and what the Karinzili said. These two are just exactly the same. Exactly the same. So they say, why do we have to? What is the use of ultimate analysis if the conventional analysis decides everything, you exist, not exist? And ultimate analysis cannot decide you exist, not exist. Yes? But in the ultimate analysis, for example, subjective flower, ultimate analysis, flower disappears. What is this indicative of? For example, say I see within there. I see within. I see the people. I don't see elephants here. Right? So if elephant exists, my eyes look at, oh, there's no elephant. I decided there's no elephant. So what is that mind which decides there's no elephant? Conventional analysis. So it says there's no elephant. Elephant dissolves. Is it indicative of the absence of elephant? Yes, no, no? Yes, of course. It decides that there's no elephant. You get it? But you pick up then and subject them to ultimate analysis when they disappears. What is this indicative of? That the unit disappears in the eyes of ultimate analysis. What is this indicative of?
This indicates so whether the object is not or the ultimate analysis.
Mike.
Ultimate analysis is used to know the mode of existence. The mode of existence.
What is mode of existence?
In which manner it exists.
Like what?
Like
exists objectively or not. Good. Okay. So the Garabdojila is saying that whether the flower exists or not is decided by the conventional analysis. If the conventional analysis it doesn't exist means it doesn't exist. Whereas the ultimate analysis cannot decide whether things exist or not. It only decides whether things exist objectively or not. This is known as mode of existence. The conventional analysis, the analysis analyzes the object, whereas ultimate analysis analyzes the mode of existence of the object. It does not analyze the object. You're getting it? And it analyzes the mode of existence of the object. Okay, Brenslav.
So you're saying that conventional analysis decides if the object exists, but Lama Tsongkhapa, he had 3 criteria to actually determine if things exist. And the third one was, like, if it's not invalidated by the ultimate analysis.
Not validated or invalidated?
Not invalidated.
Good. Not validated. You getting it? So if not validated, then the argument holds true. If not non-validated, it's not a problem. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so now let's see. We have ways to go. Okay, so what I'm saying is that seeing things object real is deceptive or is valid mind. Seeing things as object real is deceptive or valid mind. Is it deceptive? Is it ignorance? And what's the outcome? The fear. So that mind which sees things object real is ultimate analysis, conventional analysis. That the mind which sees things objectively real is conventional analysis, ultimate analysis. Is ultimate analysis is an invalid ultimate analysis because it examines whether things exist objectively or not, and it says, okay, what is that mind which sees, which examines if things exist objectively? What is that mind which sees things, which analyzes if things exist objectively? What is that mind? Ultimate analysis. And the mind which says, okay, now say there are two persons, you and another person, going there to analyze if things exist objectively. Both of you belong to which category? Ultimate analysis. And you say, oh, it does exist objectively. And the other person, no, it doesn't exist objectively. You're getting it? Who is valid, who is not valid? One who said that it doesn't exist objectively, that is valid. One who said it does exist objectively, this is invalid. Although it is ultimate analysis, is an invalid ultimate analysis. You're getting it? Okay. So invalid ultimate analysis creates fears. Valid ultimate analysis dissolves fear. You're getting it? So in the eyes of the valid ultimate analysis, the flower appears or not. In the eyes of valid ultimate analysis, flower appears or not. It does not appear. The 5 aggregates appear or not. The 5 aggregates appear or not. No, they dissolve. And then the 12 elements, 12 sources appear or not. 18 elements appear or not. Okay, you said no. You getting it? Okay, now let's read. Okay, verse number 2. The Buddha's meant. Okay, verse number 2. Which page number? 150. 150, verse number 2. The Buddha's maintained the awakened mind. Awakened mind is so true. Awakened mind is what? What is awakened mind? What is awakened mind? What is awakened mind? There's some hearing problem, I think. What is meant by the awakened mind? Bodhicitta. Make it very simple. And how many kinds of bodhicitta are there? Ultimate bodhicitta, conventional bodhicitta. You're getting it? You must have written the ultimate bodhicitta. And you are saying, what is my ultimate bodhicitta? Right? I'm not asking exactly with this. I'm just twisting a little bit to see how is your flexibility of your thinking. Very rigid. What made you rigid attending this class? It made you rigid. Okay. So the Buddha maintained the awakened mind to be not now. Which awakened mind are we talking about here? Then is the ultimate bodhicitta or the ultimate awakened mind. The awakened mind is the translation of the Sanskrit word Bodhicitta in Tibetan, Changchup Sem. Okay, so here we're precisely talking about the ultimate bodhicitta. And the ultimate bodhicitta is what? Is the ultimate analysis? Okay, ultimate bodhicitta, is it mind or not? Ultimate bodhicitta, is it mind or not mind? It's a mind, yes. Wisdom, bodhicitta, compassion, they're all minds. If it is mind, mind should necessarily be one of the two things. What are the two things? Hey, Pema. So mind, there are two things. What are the two things?
Ultimate and conventional.
But only one. I said two. What are the two?
Ultimate mind and conventional.
Ultimate analysis and the conventional analysis. Very good. Now, ultimate bodhicitta, it falls under which of the two groups? Ultimate analysis, conventional analysis. Ultimate analysis. In the eyes of ultimate analysis, 5 aggregates appear or not appear. In the eyes of the valid ultimate analysis, 5 aggregates appear or not. Good. Now let's read. The Buddhas maintained the awakened mind to be not obscured by such conceptions as consciousness of self. Self appears, it doesn't happen. Aggregates appear, it doesn't happen. It should not happen, and so on. So what are you seeing then? What are you seeing? If this don't appear, valid ultimate analysis, what is it seeing? Absence of? What? Absence of objective existence. Don't say absence of object. Who decides absence of object or presence of object? Who decides? Conventional analysis decides, not ultimate analysis. So ultimate analysis decides absence of objective existence, not the object. You're getting it? Okay. So it is always characterized by emptiness, meaning it always sees the emptiness of objective existence. So this is how we should be able to, if you see that, all our loss of freedom will dissolve, all our fears will dissolve. You're getting it? Is a purpose. Okay, next, number 3. It is with the mind moistened by compassion. Moistened by compassion. That is the motivation. Who said it? Churula said it. Motivation. Churula, she got this from many years ago, right? Not from this time. Okay. So the moistened by compassion is a motivation that you must cultivate an awakened mind with that. So with compassion, you have to cultivate the ultimate bodhicitta. Compassion is what? Benefit others. How can you benefit others? By teaching the wisdom of emptiness. So you must cultivate the awakened mind with effort. Buddhas who embody great compassion constantly develop this awakened mind. Meaning that, okay, this can be thought of. Yesterday, Nidya asked this question, why should Buddha develop awakening mind? Buddha already developed it fully, right? So Buddhas who embody great compassion constantly develop this awakening mind, meaning that the Buddha, since long time ago, before he became Buddha, when he was a Bodhisattva, from there, with enthusiastic compassion, so he was moved to always look for the ultimate bodhicitta. And then even after becoming Buddha, he was constantly into the awakening, the ultimate bodhicitta. You getting it? Okay. Constantly develop this awakening mind. Number 4. Okay, so now we come to a point. Okay, we'll stop here. Now we have come to a point that, now how do we see that? How do we see that objectively there's nothing really there? How do you know that? It's not that easy. Because it's not easy, before the Buddha remained silent for how many days? 49 days the Buddha remained silent, because this is not easy. So, at the request of Indra and Brahma, then finally the Buddha decided to give teachings in a very stepwise way. So what are the stepwise? What is the stepwise teachings the Buddha gave? Will come from verse number 5. Okay, we stop here. Group discussion. Did you discuss about the non-composite space? Discuss, not discussed. Non-composite space? Huh? Discuss, not discuss. Discuss. Very good. And you're happy about it? Huh? Who was your leader? Okay. Okay. In fact, Rinpoche is expert in this. Okay. So we'll have more discussions later in the whole group about this. And Pavani remind us. Bhage tuje shaye rizo chon shenge meto dege bonjamba serge lumbo tabo jebe ko shaye gebo kela cha no om Moni Mahamona Yeswaha Om Moni Mahamona Yeswaha Om Moni Mahamona Yeswaha Om Moni Om Muni Muni Mahamona Yeswa. Om Muni Muni Mahamona Yeswa. Three persons together.